one of my values. But lately, my partner Rebecca has been trying to teach me balance. She comes more from from the mountains of Lebanon and has more of this ethos of taking one's time and processing things and not, being so competitive with everything, which is sort of how I've been for a long time, perhaps dealing with my inadequacy. So there's drive, but then also I've come to realize the importance of balance as a value.
Gotcha. And what types of things help you establish that balance? Is that like what we were talking about at the beginning, doing the weekends in Cape Cod? Bill Gates does his getaway week. Is it like that or something different?
Yeah, I wish I could do the weekends in Cape Cod, but it's a little challenging as the family house and such. But I like yoga, for example. I've gotten into yoga.
Interesting.
I think working out just in general.
Mm-hmm.
I like tennis a lot. I really want to get back into it. I tried going to the gym and lifting, and I just find it so boring, man. I don't know if you're still able to do that.
I do like MMA and jiu-jitsu training, but I do not like weights.
MMA. There's something that's also it works out the mind as well, and it's mutual in some way, and it's strategic and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But just going there and lifting, it just seems so menial. But what else is a way that I balance?
I guess just to ask it in a different way, I guess. What is it that you're balancing? What is it that is it Rebecca? Is that her name?
Yeah.
What is it that Rebecca's suggesting you balance?
You know what it is? It goes back to the mountain school too, and I'm just processing this, but it's being in the present. I don't know if that's balance or what it is, but enjoying the present, savoring the present, being here, not being 5 years from now. It's easy to talk about my goals in 5 years. You asked me that question, I've laughed because I've been practiced to answer that question for a really long time, or been trained rather. But or then I'm also caught up in the past a lot, or I'm reminiscent about the past, but trying to be there in the moment, which requires a balance because being on the computer, being a journalist, Twitter was so important to me, and so I'm always on my phone. And it's been really hard for me because I was working in Beirut with the Associated Press on a freelance contract that could have potentially yielded into a full-time job or something, but I turned that down to now go to Stanford and Palo Alto, which is its own, they call it the farm, its own bubble, its own community. And I'll have 5 years now to be able to think more slowly and read and process things more slowly. And hopefully, above all, tying back to the balance, being in the present, which is something that I haven't really been so much in the present these past few years.
Yeah, I think that's, to me, presence would sort of be a symptom of balance, and the causes would be like exercise and whatever else you do, taking time away, meditation, reading, whatever, everyone has their unique formula, their unique concoction of things that lead to that balance. But
that's a great way of wording it. I love that.
Mm-hmm. So I think about these things a lot too, and I'm always trying to find that balance, and it's always kind of I can feel it when I'm not present. I can feel it when I'm stuck worrying about the past or thinking about the future. So I can sense things are out of balance, but it's hard to always trace back what's the root cause, what's the unbalanced ingredient in the formula here. So that's something I'm constantly grappling with. It's every week is a new mindset, and it's you need to make little adjustments. At least that's how I think of it. And so I'm kind of asking you these questions to dig in.
When you're really, really, really ambitious, it can be hard to balance because sometimes the things that are most essential to maintain the ambition you just want to neglect, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think, but trying to purposefully find time in your day to, turn your phone off or to reflect or to write something down or to maintain a practice in sort of a mindset of intention, whether it's spiritual, whether it's exercise, etc. Figuring out those causes that you can do that can sort of lead to the balance
Right.
is really essential.